Here's a short video on the tail light replacement on my e-bike. This is what it came with from the factory. A standalone tail light that snaps into the back battery. It's got a recess in it, snaps in. It's not powered by the battery, it's not powered by the bike, it's not controlled by the touchpad up front. It has a manual control at the top. It's simply on or it's off. No other feature to it other than a low battery indicator. It's powered by two AA batteries in the back. 98% of the tail light is reflector. The LEDs only light up at the two bottom corners. This light should have been powered by the back battery. It could be turned on or off. The back battery is not always tied to the front battery. You have to manually hit the switch. Or the correct way to have powered this is like other bike manufacturers that offer both a headlight and tail light. Tie them both together as one circuit, run it through the controller. That way they're controlled via the touchpad that's on the handlebar, and there's an icon on the display that comes on when you activate the headlight, tail light assembly, and it turns off. Same way. If you don't turn the headlight off when you go to shut the bike down by killing the power via the touchpad, the headlight goes off. And in this case, the tail light would too if it were tied to it. The owner of the bike company stated in one of his videos on the tail light that he didn't want somebody to inadvertently leave the light on. It drained the battery if it were tied into the battery. And if left on long enough, it would take the battery to a point of no return and it couldn't be recharged. That doesn't, so his reasoning to me doesn't make sense. Great design, snapping into the back of the battery. Why not have it powered by the vehicle's battery system and run it through the controller? Anyway, mute point. This is history. In its place, I've installed a aftermarket multi-function, multi-purpose rear tail light. Some of its features. It's manually, can be manually turned on via this push button here. It's got several modes. You can step through them with this button here. More on controlling the light in a minute. Here's the snap-in mount. On the bottom side is a buzzer. Has two functions. I'll go over that in a minute. Also has a USB-C charging port. Plug a charge cable in. You can see it charging. And it just switched to full charge. 25, 50, 75, and 100% charge. This charge cable plugs into an available USB port on the front battery. So it is fairly convenient to charge. I'll go ahead and install it. That's all there is to it. It's done. The light as it comes from the manufacturer is designed to mount on the seat post. Here's the other half of the bracket, still in plastic. On this particular bike, because I have a back battery in a rack, sits up several inches above the rear fender, hiding the seat post. So I just incorporated it and built a custom mount for it. So the light slides in and locks securely in place where the original battery was, or the original light was. There's a plastic tab down here. I can push it and the light pops off. The mount that I built for it attaches to the underside of the rack. That's easily removed in case I ever want to remove the battery. I don't. I leave them, both batteries, in the bike all the time. And I charge both batteries via the single charge port up front. This light is also controlled by a Bluetooth wireless remote that mounts on the handlebar up front. Push it in, quarter twist right, and it's secured to the handlebar. It's got a variety of buttons on it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 buttons on it. I'll go through some of the features of the light. Turn it on. This will be mode 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, and off. It has a built-in horn. It's quite annoying. It has turn signals, left and right. Along with the turn signals, there's an audible sound. It's different, differentiating left to the right turn signal. So as you're sitting on the seat facing forward, you'll know which one has been activated by the tone. Here's the left. Right. And off. It also has a built-in alarm circuit. By a single press of the alarm button on the remote, it's a 2-stage visual activation for the alarm. The alarm is also 2-stage insofar as if the bike is bumped once, it'll give a warning alarm. If the bike soon thereafter is bumped again, then the alarm will simply go off, and that's quite loud. Sensitivity and volume are all adjustable. I haven't touched that yet, but I read that in the manual. I'll arm it. Not yet. There we go. Fully armed by single press of the button. Touch the bike. Warning alarm. Touch it again shortly thereafter, the first time. The alarm goes off. That's the function of the light. Much better than what it came with. And I really like it. It's $39 on Amazon. There's a variety of lights that are offered, and there's a whole host of ways that they can be mounted, different locations, so on and so forth. For this specific bike, the way that I mounted it simply takes the place of the original light. I like it much, much better. High-priced bike, and they cheaped out on the original tail light, what it came with. This fixes almost all the problems. I'm quite happy. That's it. Hope you enjoyed.